What does it mean to be enough? Are you enough? Do you think you're not enough? Has someone told you you're not enough? Where does the thoughts of I'm not enough come from? In this video, we'll be diving into all these answers and why this is something that we experience and how we can start to align with our wholeness, our worthiness, our uniqueness, our joy, our love, and our passion. The first and fundamental thing to understand about this is that you are enough. You were born enough. And any thoughts, any time you've ever believed about yourself that you were not enough, that you were unworthy, is just lies. You've been lying to yourself. Someone's been lying to you. There has never been a scenario in life where you are not enough. And this is true because you exist. You exist. Just the fact that you exist proves that you are enough. And this is huge for me when I was beginning to implement, because when I've had feelings of not enough,ness, of I had to get something, I had to go somewhere, I had to get that. Once I get this thing outside of me, once I get that relationship, once I get that goal, once I get that money, that car, that house, then I'll be enough. Then people will love me and I'll be validated and I'll be worthy, and then I can be whole and complete. But these are all lies. Because you were created with intention, with the perfection. You are a miracle of life. Just the fact that you exist, you by existing are value. You bring value just by existing. You are enough. And there's nothing that you have to do, that you have to get, you should do in order to be enough. And it's such a powerful thing for me when I discovered that I was born enough and that I am worthy. And when those feelings of not enoughness came up, that was such a massive support for me in realigning to my wholeness of saying, I am enough. The idea of the fact that I exist, I'd ask myself, I exist. Does that mean that am I enough just because I exist? Well, yeah, I'm here. Why am I enough? I exist. Why else am I enough? And start going through all the lists and all the reasons of why you are enough. We manifest in life. We receive what we believe. Our beliefs create our reality. And as long as we're believing these ideas that we're not worthy, we're not lovable, we're not good enough, we're not deserving, we'll keep proving to ourselves through the filter, through the lens of our perception, and looking for ways to prove ourselves right and sabotage and manifest situations and circumstances that equal to that of our beliefs. So if we believe we're not good enough, we're going to be constantly looking for and validating in things that are in alignment with that belief. And you're coming from this place of lack, from unworthiness, from not good enough. Something's missing, something's lacking. And when we begin to align and reattune and become whole within ourselves and accept our allness, this doesn't mean that it's all perfect and you never get trigger, you never have emotions, but it's your relationship to that. It's accepting your wholeness. Your divinity is being connected to your wholeness. And your wholeness is the inclusion of all things. It's not the exclusion of anything. It's the inclusion of every emotion, every nook and cranny of your being. Your anger, your shame, your guilt, your frustration, your sadness, your fear. It's loving those parts of yourself, allowing that, giving that space, giving that part of yourself permission to exist. Not resisting it or fighting it, because what we resist persists. And the energy that we give those emotions, the energies that we give to something, is the energy it transmutes it towards. So if you're giving it judgment and you're giving it shame, you're giving a part of yourself judgment and shame, you're in resistance. You're creating more of it. You're creating more judgment, more resistance, more shame, because what we resist persists. And the more we fight it, the bigger it gets. I forget who said it, but there was this quote, but it really resonated. And it's such a beautiful way of summarizing this. Is that it said that the acceptance of a negative situation in and of itself is a positive experience. But the resistance or fight against a positive experience in and of itself is a negative experience. So we could have something that's so beautiful and so amazing, but if we fight against it, we're not even going to enjoy it. We're not going to receive it. We're just going to be closed to it. And if we have something so heavy and hard, but we love it and give it acceptance, that itself is experiencing a positive experience with it, a good opening relationship with it. So are you applying love to yourself? Are you allowing these stories to play out in your mind of, I'm not good enough, I have to do this thing, I have to show up, I need validation and approval, I gotta give people my time, my energy, and I gotta sacrifice and settle. Not that we don't show up for the people we love in life, but are we filling our cup first? Are we giving ourselves the love first? Are we filling ourselves up so that it runneth over? So how can you begin to love yourself more and start to look for reasons why you are good enough, why things are as they should be? What is life trying to show you right now? And if we keep waiting for someday, waiting, when I get this thing, then I'll be happy. When I get this thing, then I'll be grateful and loving. When I get this thing, then I'll be successful. It'll always, that's the vibration, that's the frequency, that's the energy we're putting out. And it will always be, we'll be perpetuating that story that it's going to be somewhere outside, somewhere in the future. And until we can bring those feelings and that energy into this now moment and embody it and be, not do, have, be have, do. Or there's this idea of, I got to do this thing so I can have it and then I'll be it. But that's not how creation and manifestation works. How creation works is that you first get to be it so that you do the things that are in alignment with who you are being so you can have the desire. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you are. It's a reflection. It's a mirror. All of life is happening within you. You see something. We think it's happening out there. But what's really happening is that we're just perceiving it from inside. We're experiencing it from within. We say, oh, that's a tree. What if you're not there to see the tree? Then what? Reality exists for you, for us. We are the creator. We are source. We are divine manifestations of this world. And we are we're being the human experience. We're enjoying the human experience. And it all is a mirror, and how we perceive and what we experience, the vibration that we're putting out, what we put out, we'll give back. I know for me, when I started to really implement this into my life, and I stopped waiting for things to unfold in order to be happy, in order to be grateful. I stopped waiting for things to get better. I took ownership of what I was being in this moment. And when I'm in that energy of gratitude and appreciation and love and awe and wonderment and excitement and joy, things just flow. I want to be of service. I want to give. I want to create. And the right opportunities and circumstances and situations, the right relationships. I had relationships a few years ago that no longer served me. They're no longer in alignment with who I was becoming. I created space. And I chose to continue to lean into the vision of what I wanted to create, continue to be grateful for what I had, continue to be loving. And I was in solitude. Within a month, I met one of my best friends. I created space and I continue aligned to that energy. and I wanted new friends, and I met someone within 30 days. I met someone that was 6 years ago. We've been best friends ever since. And there's so many more beautiful synchronicities and awesome relationships that's come into my life because I chose to be in an energetic match to that which I want to experience. More love, more connection, more freedom, more fun, more play, more ease, more expression, more dance. So get curious. Well, how are you showing up? What is the energy that you're putting out? What is the energy that you're giving to your life so that you then can receive? Because you and only you are the only ones that can save you. No one can save you. No one's going to save you. Only you can help yourself. Only you can save yourself. And it's not until you take responsibility for what you are experiencing and it's not until you take responsibility for what you're experiencing that you start to feel empowered. You start to feel like you have direction. And this isn't about attaching and creating expectations and it should look this way and okay, I'm putting out this beautiful energy. Where is it? Where is it? Because then it's still missing. Letting go of control, needing to control because what you are trying to control is really controlling you. And until you can let go, you show up, you put the energy out you want, you listen to your soul's calling, your intuition, what you're inspired towards. And then let go of the outcome of how it's supposed to look and what it's supposed to look like and receive and dance with what life has to share and play with you. Hey, what's up? My phone died middle of recording, but I'm grateful it got all of it. But comment down below if you got value out of this. I'd love to hear what you are implementing and what you are bringing forth into your life, what you're declaring and making a decision now to be committed to moving forward in your life and choosing that you are enough. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to get in order to be enough. We still participate in life. We still show up, but it's coming from a place of creation and joy, not a place of lack and scarcity and I gotta prove myself. So I hope you got value out of this video. Comment down below and share what has come up for you or what you're excited about doing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.